Coming to you from the City of Angels, you're tuned in to the Grizzly Podcast.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Irvin Scott.
And this is Melissa Santos, and you are listening to what?
The Grizzly Podcast.
Right, that's right. What's up, my friend?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing good. Excited. It's happening.
We want to thank everybody for their support and for their patience, because I know it's been a long time coming, but we're finally here.
Yeah, man, we've just been teasing you guys. It's going to be worth it, though. It's okay.
So, Melissa, for the people that aren't familiar with your work, can you tell them a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm an actor. Triple threat. I sing, dance, act. I grew up doing all that annoying kid that wants to dance for you and sing for you and play an instrument. That was me. And so I was always a performer, becoming a wrestler through Wild Women of Wrestling. And then from there, it didn't get picked up when it was supposed to. Eventually it did, right down the line. But that actually put me in a place where I was fully prepared to become the announcer of Lucha Underground, which is a wrestling show that aired on the El Rey network. And that is really what catapulted my career in wrestling. I started traveling the world. I've been to so many countries, and I've gotten to see so many amazing fans, and wrestling business has taught me a lot and has treated me really, really well. And now I'm working on a couple other projects. I mean, and it's all because of wrestling. So yeah, man. And now I'm here. Now I'm here with you. It brought me to you, Irvin.
So my name is Irvin Scott. I've been in the entertainment industry for a long time.
I started past musician and rapper.
I appreciate that. Thank you. So yes, I started off rapping. Started off as a lyricist. I used to write music. I eventually performed all over LA. On top of that, I went into acting. After acting, I actually, went into radio, and I got to be a part of iHeartMedia, and working for Kiss FM and Sissany was a major opportunity for me that I'll never forget. It all led to this. I'm so happy that you're here. This is a very interesting journey so far. I mean, the way this whole thing came about, it all started with an idea. Melissa and I, we actually met at a meet and greet out in East LA. And it was so interesting because, she came out to the event. I was hosting the event. I was doing a podcast already. And I kind of had Melissa do a drop for me. But somehow the conversation just kind of led to something else, which was basically talking about doing our own podcast. And eventually it formed into the Grizzly Podcast. For those that aren't familiar with the word grizzly or the term grizzly, Melissa, define the term grizzly. What does that mean to you?
Because it can mean something a little bit different for everyone, right? So like grizzly to me in my life, saying I'm my grizzly, being the best mom possible, being anything that I do, right? Doing it at, al cien, how Latinos say, right? Like at 100%, maybe higher than 100%. And just giving it your all, right? And just grinding, really, right? Grinding through everything, because not everything is like kittens and lollipops, right? Not everything is cute and fun, and you're gonna go through all those downs, right? And then like the grizzly is just kind of like trekking through all the downs to finally get to that space that you want to be in, right? Like the light at the end of the tunnel. So that's what it is to me, right? Being the best mom, being the best, like at the gym when I'm working out, being the best at any my auditions, which I still do as an actor, host, all that, just like kind of giving it my all, really.
What the term grizzly means to me is someone that's always on their hustle, someone that's always just dedicated, motivated, just passionate about what they do or what they're gonna do, doesn't let anything stop them from doing it. So the show is basically about the everyday person, people that are actually on their hustle, whether it's, acting, whether it's music, whether it's owning a business, just being an entrepreneur.
Those passionate people out there grinding every single day, those people that are working through every single no that gets thrown at them, and they just continue, and just those people that make stuff happen, that make the world go round. That's what this is about, right? Getting on that grizzly.
You've been grinding for a long time, obviously. You've done a little bit of everything here. I think the grind has kind of shaped you into who you are now.
Yeah, when I think back at just like things, like even just like getting even the Lucha Underground, like actually getting it and then just being there. And then, man, like I was just like, man, I don't know if this job's for me, only because I was really intimidated and it was brand new to me. And I there was a moment where I was questioning myself. Like, I'm like, damn, this is new, because it was new, right? But then when I said, forget it, and I removed that from my mind, I was like, no, we're going to figure it out. There's no way in hell. Like, I've auditioned a million times for a bunch of different projects, and like, this is happening. And I knew that it was going to be such a big deal for me. And it was, and it is. And so, yeah, man, I'm so glad that I didn't just like freak out, because a lot of people do. They freak out and they cast a shadow over themselves. I'm like, no, you're light. Don't. And it's always in your head. Like, you are your worst critic. Like, no one is watching you the way you're watching yourself. I promise you. It's weird. It's almost like when you hear your voice for the first time. You're like, is that what I sound like? Like, it's weird. And then you start kind of deconstructing the sound and stuff. Like, I know I did that. And then after a while, I just love my voice now. So, because I said, no, I'm going to love it. And my voice is my job, right? So I got to treat it nice.
You and your husband met through wrestling. Is that correct?
Yes, we did. And brought me my husband. I have a little girl now. Her name's Skylar. She's 3. A little wrestler in training. Very physical at this age. Wrestling became my life. My husband is a diva. Do you know what that's like? To be married to a wrestler? Oh my goodness. He actually keeps me super inspired because he's one of the only people that I know that is constantly on his Grizzly, like every single day. Everything is like, it's almost like I feel like he might have a little OCD, but that's actually a really good thing because he has to be on schedule. Everything is from his meals that he eats to the time he goes to the gym to the time, every meeting, like he's the guy that you don't want to be late with. And I tend to be a little late, which is not good. So that's probably one of the only things we really argue about. But it's just, he inspires me. So I'm actually better because of that. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Brian Cage, who's always on his Grizzly, and we'll have him on the show in the future too. So,
oh yeah, we have to, because he's doing a bunch of cool stuff right now, man. We got to get him on.
A-dub, all that, man. Going back to just being on your grind. What am I doing to better myself? What am I doing to basically overcome the obstacles? You got to find something that just keeps you going. It's just something that keeps you motivated and pushing.
This is what being on your Grizzly also is, right? Like, you got to stay on that all the time, because when that opportunity comes, you have to be ready. So you have to stay ready, right? And I tell people, just like chase your passion too. Like, whatever it is that you really love, just do that thing. Oh, I can't because I'm doing this. Okay, well then figure out what it is your passion is, and don't sleep. Get home and work on your passion until eventually the passion is your job, right? And then you're not ever going to work again, right? If that's what your goal is. But you have to do it. Any successful person is going to have like a story, right? And it's not going to be all the same, but like that story is always like a story of struggle, and that's what inspires people, right? Like, nobody, like when you're watching a movie, you don't want to watch a boring movie, like someone just like this perfect life, like you're like, oh, this is boring, right? This is why we watch reality television, because it's drama. We want that, like that's part of everybody's life. So
a lot more things coming as far as like content goes, as far as interesting guests. I mean, we're just trying to do something here that's very positive. Try to put the spotlight on people that are on their Grizzly constantly, people that are on their hustle every day. And that's basically everybody in this world, from musicians to actors to entrepreneurs, business owners, whatever it is that you do. If you have a story to tell, we're here for you. We're the ones that actually want to put that spotlight on you, because I think you deserve it, and everybody else deserves to be acknowledged for what they do. So tell me why people should check out the Grizzly Podcast.
This is going to be something like an outlet for you guys. You want to come, relax, grab a drink, tequilita, I don't know. Come and just have fun and just chill and relax. We're a family. Want to make you feel at home. That's why this will be home for you guys.
This is the Grizzly Podcast.
Yes, baby. Let's go.
Yo, turn it up. Hard work, dedication, and progress. Stay on your Grizzly.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking out another Grizzly Podcast episode. We'll see you next time.